here at Gundam Planet, we're all about trying to see the good in everything. And that's why I decided to bite the bullet and take a look at the controversial Hyaku-Shiki Revive. And I think the first thing I'm going to do in this video is just get this right out of the way. The reason it's controversial is I think a lot of people are very disappointed in the fact that the gold is not plated. It doesn't have that nice matte gold that the 2.0 had. It doesn't have any gold, period. It's just this kind of fake, yellowy plastic gold. And, like, you may think differently, but I think, and I think a lot of other people feel this way as well, that this just does not look good. And that's just the unfortunate fact about this kit. But the reason I wanted to get that out of the way is that I have been a big fan of these new Revive high grades. I think they're really nice builds, and I want to give this thing the benefit of the doubt that it will still be a good kit. But, you know, I'm not here to tell you guys, like, oh, you know, this kit's still great, but you gotta paint it, otherwise it's no good, because, like, I'm not gonna paint it. I generally don't paint my kits. I like straight builds. So yes, this is very disappointing. But getting that out of the way, we're going to move on with this and try to pretend that it's not there and actually take a look at if the kit is actually any good. So we'll just get all these runners out. This is like the bulk of the armor and the head and everything is all in this gold. You know the Hyaku-Shiki, it's bright and it's gold and it's ridiculous and we all love it for that reason, but this is just a huge bummer. And there's not really too much else going on in the kit other than that. You got this great runner here that has your bazooka, which is like pretty much the same bazooka that came with the Mark II Revive, and you have the Hyaku-Shiki's beam rifle that, man, you got a little bit of painting to do on this beam rifle as well on the belts and stuff, so that's not the greatest either. But other than that, like, you know, the plastic feels really nice, all the details on it are nice, and it feels like one of these new Revive high grades, which really wants me to give it a hope that it's going to be good, because it has that same vibe that I got when I built the Mark II Revive and the Gundam Revive. And, like, yeah, this looks great. Got that pretty much that same sheet of polycap, small, not too crazy. Got this dark blue, like, you know, like we say in all these videos, that dark blue plastic leaves nasty nubs, so be careful, but it's not too much, so no worries. Got this dark red. This is a nice looking color. All the detailing on here. You got your feet, got some cabling and stuff. Looks really good. Nice color. You got your foil stickers here, and basically you have a couple little things. You got your camera stickers, and you got a couple little things, but they also give you a whole bunch of options for the eyes. So you get all silver eyes that you can put behind the plastic piece that goes over it. Like you can see here, it comes with this clear plastic piece for the visor. So you can put the silver behind it, or you can give it the standard red eyes. You can give it its scanner view, which has the little, this might be hard to see, but little bits of red, little red lines all over it, or you can give it the standard all black visor. And that's up to you. And I always love options when it comes to kits. And you get the, you know, the classic Hyaku-Shiki decal for his shoulders. There can be 4 of them, and they're cut nicely, and they look good. And then, last but not least, you get the beam sabers, which has always been one of my favorite things about Hyaku-Shiki, is that it's got these nice yellow beam sabers. These look good. They got almost kind of like a green tint to them when you put them in the light, which is neat, but, like, they look really nice, so I'm excited about that. And then, for whatever reason, you get, I guess this might be just the first run of this or whatever, but you get a whole bunch of promotional material. So you get, like, a magazine, and you get this thing for this, I guess, arcade game that we'll never be able to play, because it's only in Japan. And this is also that. So all of that is completely irrelevant to our interests. But then you get to the manual, which, yeah, I mean, it's your standard high-grade manual. Doesn't look like there's anything too complicated, but, you know, the pictures inside and the picture on the cover, they don't really represent what the actual model looks like to me, which is unfortunate. And yeah, this model, it kind of puts its worst foot forward, but again, I'm still willing to give it a shot. So I'm going to go ahead and build this, and we'll get to the bottom of this whole situation. So here he is, Hyaku-Shiki Revive in all of his glory. And I built this in one just like little marathon session, and it all went together super easy. And it was pretty much everything I've come to expect out of the Revive high grade lines. But, you know, I'm just going to get the elephant out of the room. just throw it out the door. I don't want to see the elephant anymore. Is in the beginning of this video, I was talking about the color of the gold, and you know, when I was building it, as I was staring at it more and more, it just started to bother me less and less as I went on. Like, it really, you know, it basically, after all the time I spent building it, it's kind of come to the conclusion for me that it just kind of is what it is. After spending time on it, I don't actually really think it's as bad as I thought it was when I was just looking at the runners and saw the original pictures of it and everything. And, you know, I'm not going to try to tell you that you're wrong to say that it's bad, because you're definitely not wrong. And in fact, honestly, it still kind of is bad. But what I'm trying to say is it doesn't bother me as much after I built it. But now that I got that out of the way, I'm going to talk about all the stuff that it comes with and the actual build process. So, like I said, super easy going together. Everything that, like, you saw my review of the Mark II Revive, a lot of similar parts, a lot of similar, like, construction, and I enjoyed building it. I really didn't have any problems. So, you know, let's take a look at these accessories and the posing, everything. We'll bring it on in and see what's going on there. Alright, so here's the man up close. First things first, I'm going to get the accessories out of the way. You get 2 pairs of hands. Here you have standard fist hands if you don't want him holding anything. And then I have on him right now, you get open little fist things so that he can hold the weapons. So nothing too spectacular there, but it gets the job done. He gets 2 guns. He's got his bazooka here and his beam rifle, both of which I don't really feel very strongly about. Like, this beam rifle was on, like, a lot of different Zeta Gundam mobile suits, and it's pretty basic. It's got, like, a neat look to it, but you gotta paint it to make it look right. They don't really give you any stickers or anything, so it's very bare bones. Same thing with this bazooka here. Not a whole lot going on. It's okay. Nothing to write home about. But, you know, you do get these 2 beam sabers, which are easily my favorite accessory for the Hyaku-Shiki. Love the gold handles. Love the yellow beam effects. Very unique. Very solid to put on him. That's how I'm going to display him. Easily the best way to do it. But that's it as far as accessories go. You know, I'm not very impressed with them, but, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Real quick, with the bazooka, it has this little hook on here, so you can get him on the back, and then you plug this into the backpack, and if you want, you can have him pose with the bazooka on his back, and that's really neat. You know, not going anywhere. Nice strong connection, no problems. So I'm just going to pop that off, and we're going to go into the posing options here with this man, and they're really good. I was really impressed. First thing I'm going to show you is on the backpack, you got his wings here, and they do pretty much exactly the thing that every Hyaku-Shiki kit does, where the wings can move up and down. Pretty nice, you know, not a huge range of movement, but nothing more than you could really ask for. The little fins up here on the Masquerade, they move, but on here they don't move. They're just molded in there. But, you know, not too big of a complaint. Now let's just pop them off real quick so we can take a better look at this guy. Starting with the head, you know, same standard polycap system that the other Revive kits have. You get pretty decent movement. He kind of gets stuck on his little collar thing in there. So, like, nothing crazy, but it's good. Arms, you know, pretty much, you know, I'm going to say this a lot, but pretty much the same. You get nice double joint, bends real nice. You get to move around all over the place. You got that same popping out polycap on the side to get some extra shoulder movement. Full 360. Nothing really keeping it back. You got these little vents here that they can move up and down. So that's nice. Moving on to the waist. Nothing too spectacular. You get that waist movement. The polycap tends to come loose a little bit. Not really in there too great. So, you know, you can move it. Just expect to have it to put it back together a little bit. Onto the legs. You get nice double joint bend on the legs. Goes as far as I could really ever ask it to. You get your skirt armor here, cut your skirt armor like I did, and you can get to move it individually so you can get that leg up there without the skirt armor being in the way. Your side skirts, they move up and down. Nothing more than I could really ask for. And like most high grades, your back skirt, stable and not moving anywhere. So not the end of the world, because as you can see, it's not going to stop you from moving the legs. Onto the feet. Nothing too crazy, you get nice movement. The good thing about the Hyaku-Shiki's design is there's no armor covering up down here by the ankles, so nothing is going to stop the foot from moving around however you want it. So that's a little bit of the design that works towards making this model nice. And that really sums everything up with this guy. It does everything I could have expected it to, nothing more, nothing less, and I'm very pleased with it. Alright guys, so in closing, this is a good kit. You know, it's kind of just like if you paint it, it'll look 1,000 times better. But even if you're not going to paint it, I'm still going to recommend it. It's a low recommendation due to the color, but like I still can't say that it's a bad kit because it was fun and it poses well and like it's good. This was really hard to review just because I felt so strongly about a lot of things about it, but coming through the end of it, I liked it.
What?
Well guys, thank you as always for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you might decide to take a second look at this guy. Even if your original view on it might not have been so great, maybe it's worth taking another look, because I honestly did kind of like this kit. And be sure to throw me a comment, tell me I'm crazy, tell me if you like the color, did you love it, did you hate it, I don't know, let me know. And also be sure to check out our boy Marshawn's music. You can get his link to his SoundCloud in the description. He's got so many songs, he does great work, love having his music in these videos, so be sure to check that out. Also be sure to remember that all of our uploads are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We have crazy upload schedule, we're always getting these videos out just for you guys because we love you so much. And also be sure to check out the 2 videos that we have down here if you want to find something else to watch along with everything else we got on our channel. There's so much. Anyway guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next time.